Hey guys, it's Courtney and I am 38 weeks pregnant, getting so close. I'm actually coming to the end of my 38th week. I have 10 days left until my due date. That is how close it is. So I'm going to go over kind of what's been going on, mainly the 37th and 38th week. Really my symptoms are starting to become like labor signs. I've had a lot of pressure down below and I still have rib pain, but I have a short abdomen, so there's not a lot of room for him to really drop. So my doctor does say he is low and he's head first, and he's been head first for a long time, but he's really low, but he also still feels really high as well, because I can still feel him in my ribs. It almost feels like when he pushes off my ribs and his head like goes straight down, which causes my first symptom I'm going to talk about, which is lightning crotch. I've mentioned this before. Early on in pregnancy I mentioned lightning crotch, and what I thought was lightning crotch wasn't. I think that was just round ligament pains, because now I know how it really feels, and it's pretty much his head just banging on my cervix. I know, TMI, but I'm 38 weeks pregnant, and so there's gonna be a lot of TMIs in these videos. But yeah, it feels exactly like just a shocking lightning feeling down there. It is unbelievably uncomfortable, and I'll be sitting and then I'll just like cringe or move, or because it's so uncomfortable. Out of breath still quite a bit, because like I said, he is still in my ribs, but he's low too, so he's just so big that he's taking up all the space in my stomach. So at 37 weeks I went to the doctor and he checked me, and he actually gave me the option to be checked for dilation or not, and I did want to know, so he went ahead and checked me, and I was 1 centimeter dilated at 37 weeks, and his head's down like I said. So 1 centimeter, you can be 1 centimeter for quite a while, but I was still glad that I was at least 1 centimeter. I had just started feeling lightning crotch really bad. I guess he had dropped right before I went to my doctor's visit to be checked. And then this week when I went in to be checked, which was 2 days ago, I was still 1 centimeter dilated, but this time I was 50% effaced, and he said that my cervix was very soft, so that I was progressing normally, and that was good. So his guess was I would deliver around my due date, that he didn't think that he'd be early or anything like that, which of course is a bummer, because I want him to be here now, but I don't mind him being on time or even a little late. It's fine. He's gonna come when he wants to come, unless I have to be induced, which I would rather him come naturally. Also, while I was at the doctor's, he tried to predict his weight. Obviously it's just a prediction, so he can be smaller or bigger, but he said that his prediction right now is that he's 7.9 pounds, and so if I go to my due date, he'll be in the upward 7s to around 8 pounds, which is what I expected from the last time that they checked and predicted his weight. When I was 30 weeks, they did an ultrasound and kind of said how much he weighed then, and if he progressed like on average like most babies do, then he would be about 8 pounds at delivery on my due date. So not a tiny baby, but not a huge baby. He definitely did say that he doesn't think he's going to be a 9-pound baby. So that's good, but he is going to be a little chunky, which in his ultrasounds he has chunky cheeks like me, so that just means he's healthy. Also, more TMI, we're not going to get around it anymore. I have started feeling contractions. The first time I started like really feeling them, because I wasn't sure, I mean, I had like my stomach had tightened and loosened, but it wasn't like period cramps or anything. But this is more where it happens regularly. I'm able to time it, and obviously not time it close enough or as regularly as like active labor, but I am able to time these. It's more like a period cramp around my back into my stomach is what it feels like. And the first time I felt it was right after Miles and I had gotten a little intimate. So yes, sorry for the family that's watching, but you know how we got in this situation. So yeah, so that's the first time I was after that. They kind of were on and off all night, but it wasn't consistent enough to really keep track of them. They weren't close enough together, and they were so mild that it was even hard to distinguish if it was a contraction or not. So that happened on and off all night. So I did have some regular enough that I did get my phone out and I started counting my contractions, just because they were starting to get to, they were about 10-11 minutes apart, and they were lasting about 40 seconds, and they lasted all of a football game because we were watching the football games on TV, and they lasted a whole football game, and then they finally stopped when I got up and walked around. So yeah, they stopped, they went away, and I obviously didn't go into labor. But I haven't had many contractions besides those 2 times. That was regular enough. I've had 1 or 2 here and there, but nothing major. It's mainly been the lightning crotch that I get most often. So, but the pressure of him doing that is good. It helps me progress. So another thing that I've been having, which is embarrassing, is a ton of gas. I mentioned this in another video, and yeah, I'm like an old person with the walking farts. So it's embarrassing. Thank goodness I'm usually at home, but yeah, I'm tooting quite a bit. Also, the past couple weeks, I have been going more often, not peeing but pooing. I have been going a lot more often, which I've heard that the closer you are to labor, the more you go because your body's cleansing itself. But I guess I believe that because I have been much more regular, which is a good thing. It's healthy. So yeah, definitely the opposite of what I was at the beginning of pregnancy, because I was not going hardly at all. One more symptom that's pretty new. Most of my other symptoms are the same, like peeing a lot and craving ice. I am craving a lot of sugar in the past couple weeks. I've just wanted a ton of sugar. So yeah, that's great. But my last symptom that I'm really going to talk about is I've had TMI, I know. I've had a lot of discharge, like a thick mucus. Sorry, I know that's gross, but it's happening. And I did ask my doctor about it, and he said that it's just my body's way of preparing for labor, and it's me thinning out, so it's a good thing. But I do wear panty liners because it's quite a bit. So yeah, just one more symptom. So that's it for the past couple weeks, 38 weeks. And I'm getting so close, 10 more days until my due date. Obviously he could come before or he could come a little after. The nursery is almost done. I have to finish painting one more thing and then it is done. So I'm going to try and get all that done this weekend, and by 39 weeks have everything done. I have my bags packed, I have his car seat in the car, so I feel much more prepared than I did the last time I made a video. I know I just felt so stressed out and not prepared at all, but now I do feel prepared. I don't know if I've gone through the nesting yet. I mean, I've been so tired and exhausted that I haven't wanted to do anything. I haven't wanted to clean. I haven't wanted to get his nursery ready. I've kind of had to force myself to get everything ready, so I don't think I've gone through that nesting stage yet. Maybe I won't go through it, or maybe I will and it's waiting until right before I go into labor, because I've heard of women nesting and then they go into labor that day. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully this won't be my last update, but it might, never know. More videos coming. I'm going to do nursery tour, hopefully before he's here, once the nursery is finished. And then I'm going to do a maternity must-haves. So just keep an eye out for those. Obviously, if he comes before I have a chance to record or edit those, they'll come after he's here. But I plan on all those videos being up before he's here. So yeah. Okay, I will see you guys soon. Bye. I almost forgot my belly shot. So let's do my belly shot. It is getting huge, ginormous. Like, I feel so big. So, okay, let's do my belly shot. So, 38 weeks belly shot. Here, let me take off my scarf so you can kind of see better. Getting pretty dang big. There he is. Huge. Okay, so here is my belly with my shirt up. Yep. Still have side stretch marks, obviously. They're not going to go away. And then I have gotten some stretch marks here. And my belly button still hasn't really popped. I mean, it's a little out, but nothing like I've seen other people. So, and I still haven't gotten a huge dark line. So, yep, there's my belly for 38 weeks.